Hey guys, and welcome to another Polymer clay tutorial. Today we will create the Pokemon Mega Rayquaza. Okay, let's start with this complicated tutorial. I was struggling a lot to create all these tiny details. Well, but it all starts with this aluminum wire. It looks like the letter S, so don't worry, we will go through this creation step by step. Now we will mix the main color, this green, and don't mix it too strong, but you still have some kind of a nice pattern. It looks some kind of a skin texture, something like that. Okay, now we will use the scalpel and start the big coating process. And well, if you know the creation or the character of Rayquaza, you know that the body is alternating between green and black, and this is what we are creating right now. So I'm using my knife to get sharp edges, and it looks just nice. Another black part, another green part. In total you have got 3 parts black and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 parts green. No, what did I tell you? This was... you have 4 parts black, but never mind. We go on and we will create the mouth of Rayquaza. And we will also attach another wire. This will be for the arms of our character. We will put this whole creation into the oven. Freshly baked. Well, this is not Rayquaza, but it's the torso. Let's call it torso. The reason why I put it into the oven is to save. It's like saving in a game. I didn't want to change the main part of this character, and well, now we have it for sure that well, you don't destroy something accidentally. And now we can focus on creating all the tiny details, and there are a lot of details in this character. We start with all these black lines on the breast, for example. Try to get smooth edges when creating. And there's another line right at the back. This will be the place where the wings will be attached. Okay, now we will work on the mouth, and the lower part of the mouth will be made out of black clay. So try to get the same shape as the upper part of the mouth and make it wide open. And we can start using just some red clay, a dark red clay. And this will be the first layer for the mouth. And after that, we will use a brighter red for the tongue. Just placing it right in the mouth. And now we start working on some more details. This black line goes over into the eyes, so just make a circle, cut it in half, and this will be for the eyes. Also the other side as well. And we will prepare the area where we will fill in just some orange clay on the other side as well. And in the middle, the iris is yellow, bright yellow, so just place it right in position. Okay, now we will go on and work on the arms. It all starts with green again, put it over the black circle. And now we will go on and start coating the arms with some more green clay. I accidentally wrote on Instagram, well, Rayquaza is the winner of the last Pokemon poll. I I'm pretty sorry for that. I didn't mean to say the last. I wanted just to say the latest. Well, in German there's no difference between last and latest, well, in this sentence, so I'm sorry for that. Of course, there will be more Pokemon tutorials, so this was just an accident. While finishing the mouth by adding the 8 yellow sharp teeth, let's have a poll. Please participate. Which Pokemon should be created next? I think the winner of this poll will be uploaded on my channel in 2 weeks, cause next week I will take a week off. This doesn't mean that there is no tutorial, but I decided to start a new topic on my channel. I'm just trying it out, so please let me know if you like this or not, if I should just go on creating Pokemon and also Clash Royale. So just leave it in the comments when I'm publishing the next tutorials, the next big theme. All you need for the next step is just some yellow and red, and we are mixing not too strong so that you still have some kind of a pattern, and we start creating all the diamonds. I suppose these are diamonds, which we are putting right onto the body. So as I already told you, there are so many details in this creation, and this was pretty hard while creating. Well, normally I start with the head, or I start from toe to head, so this gives me some kind of a guide. But when looking at the character of Rayquaza and special Mega Rayquaza, you don't know where to start, so this was the most confusing part, I think, while creating. These will be all the fins we will assemble to the body, and you may want to use just some yellow clay for this outline, and I'm using a knife for cutting to get sharp edges, otherwise it would just look too terrible, I think. Okay, also on the other fins as well, making some more sharp edges, and well, there is some kind of a corner in each of these fins. I don't know the right word, so let's just call it corner. Fin corner. Yeah, that's better. And after finishing, we will also create the fins which will be right in the face. So there are these side mouth fins, and also over the eyes, let's call them eyebrows. They are pretty simple to create, but very thin, so be careful with that they don't break. Yellow and orange brings us to these strings. Well, these are everywhere are strings in this creation on Rayquaza. This was also very confusing. When I looked at the picture of Rayquaza in preparation for this tutorial, I just got so confused because I didn't know which fin started at which point, and yeah. Yeah, a lot of these strings will be assembled after hardening in the oven. These are, let's call them 8s. It looks like the symbol for infinity, and they are the connection parts between the strings of Rayquaza. 2 of these string parts even have some more green, so maybe these are fins or hairs or... You see, I'm not very familiar with this Pokemon, so maybe you can just explain it to me what this all is. freshly baked Rayquaza torso and also all the fin parts and tiny details and strings and infinity symbols. We now need a lot of glue, but first let's fix the body and we start painting with yellow color. This is acrylic paint. I first thought about creating these symbols on the head with yellow clay, but I thought this would be just too difficult, so I decided to go with the painting. And I think this is okay. Now you just take a black pen and there are some more symbols and decoration parts at the side of the head. Maybe these are gills. I suppose these are called gills, which fish are using to breathe underwater, right? Am I right? And now we start gluing, using my super glue for that. We start with the big eyebrows / eye fins. Yeah, this makes sense. And also the fins next to the mouth. And now starts the tricky part of assembling all the other fins and getting them into shape for the curved body. Okay, just fixing. And after we finished the last fin, right at the tail, we start assembling the wings. I try to get a good connection to the body. This is why I used the knife. And now we will build our string and glue it together. And this is only possible by using super glue, otherwise you would have waited too long to put each part right in position. This is some transparent polish for the eyes, mouth, nails and also for the diamonds, that you get a shining effect. And this is right at the tail. You have some more string wings. And I decided to create it with wool because it looks like a bit like steam on some images I have found of Rayquaza. Okay, I guess that's it. When I created all these fins and strings and tails, I felt kind of remembered to my tutorial of Gyarados. And this one is pretty simple compared to this monster. You just have 2 colors, you just have 4 fins, 1 tail, so I prefer this one. Okay, I guess that's it for today. Thanks for watching and hope to see you very soon with the next Clash Royale tutorial, so stay tuned, take care, bye. What? I'm too complicated for you? Yeah, well, compared to Gyarados. Well, look at him, he's a very nice guy and maybe you too could hang around and just play a little bit with, I don't know, maybe some mobile games. What about Pokemon Go? What?